Governor, you're a frequent critic, obviously, of the former president, but these comments he made about Hezbollah and about Prime Minister Netanyahu, what sticks out in your mind just about the egregiousness of those comments?
Well, two things. As I said yesterday, he's a fool. Like, only a fool would say something like that. And in the way he said it. Not only what he said, but the tone of his voice and the way he was talking about it. The second piece is, it should show everybody how self-consumed he is. He's still angry with Prime Minister Netanyahu for calling Joe Biden and congratulating him on winning the election in 2020. And that's what's causing him to say these things. And can we really afford to have a president who really demonstrably, during a crisis like this, only cares about himself? And that's what he's done. So, you know, I've been saying this all along. And I'm glad to see that some of the other people in the race are actually joining in and being willing to tell the truth. It only took the number of deaths that's greater than any time of loss of Jewish life since the Holocaust to get them to do it. But I welcome them to reality and back to telling the truth.
Governor, if you manage to win here in New Hampshire, do you have the infrastructure to upscale this campaign?
Absolutely. Sure, absolutely. We do. We'll be in South Carolina next week, and we absolutely have the infrastructure to be able to do it. That combined with the momentum that a win in New Hampshire will give for me, will be just fine.
Let's talk about that win in New Hampshire. You haven't had anybody on the ground yet. Is that going to change now?
Yeah. It's October. We're ready to go.
There are calls for the field to consolidate, to give someone who's not Trump kind of a better chance at winning.
Yeah, that happens. That happens every time.
Do you think you should drop out and endorse someone who's better polling than you?
No. Next.
Following up on the young man's question in the crowd about what it says about your party, that denialism is still fervent. What does it say that the people who have been nominated and discussed for Speaker of the House have all denied the 2020 election?
Well, they're wrong.
But what does it say about the House and the people who you would work with if you won?
We don't know who I'd work with if I won, because there's going to be an election for the entire House between now and then. And I think a lot of those folks may find themselves on the other side of the door because they're showing just how grossly incompetent they are. They can't pick a speaker. I mean, this is ridiculous. And we look like the gang who couldn't shoot straight. And they should get in there tonight and finish it. Pick someone and finish it. We have important business to do both inside this country regarding our debt, regarding our budget, regarding our military, and we have important business to do both in Ukraine and in Israel. And for us to continue to be bickering with each other in that caucus shows that, again, like the guy who many of them were sponsored by, Donald Trump, they put their own personal interests ahead of the country, and it's wrong.
How damaging is the speaker fight to the Republican Party as a whole?
Goes on for much longer, it's going to become pretty damaging because the public will, look, the public understands politics. They don't like it, but they understand it. A week of this is one thing. When we get into a second week, I think people are going to start to lose their patience in the country, and they should.